Hello and welcome viewers. I'm Jayashree and you're watching the Postal Talk Show. Friends, do you know the importance of this day? Yes, today October 29th is observed as an International Day for the Prevention of Money Laundering. So today on the show, we will talk about what is money laundering, what are the initiatives taken by the government to prevent money laundering, and the role of post offices in anti-money laundering. Joining us today with me in the studio, we have an eminent personality, Mr. Karunakar, Senior Superintendent of Post Offices, Mysore Division. Welcome you to the show, sir.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure.
Sir, for the benefit of viewers, kindly brief us what is money laundering and why anti-money laundering is so important.
Well, the effort of legitimization of illegal money is called money laundering. Money laundering is a global issue. It is a process of concealment of the origins of illegally obtained money, typically by means of transfers involving financial institutions or legitimate businesses. Money laundering is a heinous crime which not only affects the social and economic fabric of the nation, but also tends to promote other very serious offenses like terrorism and drugs trafficking. To be more specific, money laundering weakens democratic institutions. Anti-money laundering has assumed greater global prominence in 1989 when a group of countries and international organizations formed the Financial Action Task Force, that is FATF. In October 2001, following the 9/11 terrorist attacks, FATF expanded its mandate to include combating terrorist financing. More money reaching in the hands of terrorists and anti-social groups, it is a threat to the humanity.
Sir, if money laundering is such a heinous crime, what is the initiative taken by the Government of India for anti-money laundering?
That's a very good question. In order to prevent and control money laundering, Government of India enacted Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002, which is applicable to the whole of India, including the state of Jammu and Kashmir.
Sir, you said the effort of legitimization of illegal money is called money laundering. Can you please explain what is illegal money?
Any income, revenue, wealth or asset gained by means of illegal activities against the provisions of law of the land is termed as illegal money.
Sir, can you explain by giving some examples for source of illegal money?
The sources of illegal money are drugs trafficking, smuggling, insider trading, human trafficking, prostitution, illegal arms sales, computer frauds, bribery, corruption, embezzlement, robbery, theft, foreign exchange underdealings, hawala money, fake currency circulation, etc.
What is the purpose of implementing PMLA?
The objective of PMLA is to prevent money laundering and to provide for confiscation or forfeiture of property seized or captured from money laundering and to combat financing terrorism. Punishment under PMLA is attachment of property derived from proceeds of crime, its confiscation and its disposal. Also, imprisonment for a minimum 3 years and to a maximum of 7 years with a fine up to 5 lakhs.
Who is the investigating authority in PMLA?
Enforcement Directorate, that is ED, is the statutory investigating authority under PMLA.
As India Post is dealing with lot of financial services like savings bank, insurance and money remittances, there is an obligation on Postal Department to follow the provisions of the PMLA. So, how PMLA is implemented in post offices?
First obligation of the department is to obtain the KYC documents from the customer and maintain the records for a prescribed minimum period. KYC means know your customer, namely name, address, current address, date of birth, photo, Aadhaar number, PAN number, etc., which should be supported by prescribed legal documents. India Post has issued detailed procedure regarding collection and maintenance of KYC documents via SB order number 14/2012 dated 9/10/2012.
As per PMLA, customers are categorized based on their investment. Am I right?
Yes, you are absolutely right. Based on the amount of deposits, customers are categorized into three risk categories, that is, low risk, medium risk, and high risk. The customers are classified under low risk if their deposit amount is up to rupees 50,000. The customers whose deposit amount is between 50,001 to 10 lakhs are categorized under medium risk. Similarly, the customers are classified under high risk if their deposit amount exceeds 10 lakhs.
Whether KYC documents are common for all the three risk categories?
Now, based on the risk category, some additional documents are to be submitted by the customer. The customers in low and medium risk category should submit their valid ID proof, address proof, photograph, and PAN card, which is now mandatory.
If PAN card is not available with a customer, can't he open the account in post office?
If the PAN card is not available, then Form 60 or Form 61 can be provided subject to the condition that within 6 months from the opening of the account, the customer should submit the PAN card copy to the post office.
If PAN card copy is not submitted within 6 months from the date of opening of account, then what will happen, sir?
If the PAN card is not submitted within 6 months, then the accounts become inoperative. That is, you cannot make any transaction in the account until the PAN card copy is submitted.
Okay, sir. Then, what about for the high risk category, sir? What documents is to be collected?
The customers under high risk category should provide documents showing the source of funds along with their ID proof, address proof, photograph and PAN card to open an account with post office.
Sir, should the KYC documents be preserved permanently in the post office?
All the KYC documents along with account opening form and vouchers will be preserved for a period of 5 years from the date of closure of the account.
Sir, if there are any non-compliance of PMLA by the customers, what is to be done?
A very good question. All the cash transactions above rupees 10 lakhs made by an individual in a month will be reported by the post office to the divisional office by 3rd working day of the next month. This report is known as Cash Transaction Report. All the suspicious transactions, irrespective of the value, will be reported by the post office to the divisional office on the same day itself as suspicious transaction report.
Well, how divisional office will handle this cash transaction report and suspicious transaction reports?
The divisional office will compile the cash transaction reports received from various post offices and submit them to circle office by 5th of every month. The circle office will submit the consolidated cash transaction reports to the principal officer at directorate by 8th of every month.
Then, how the suspicious transaction reports are handled?
Well, in case of suspicious transaction reports, the divisional office will submit them to the circle office on the same date of receipt from post office. Similarly, the circle office will submit this suspicious transaction reports to the principal officer at directorate on the same date of receipt from the divisions.
Whether any action will be taken on the departmental employee if PMLA provisions are not followed?
Yes, of course. In case of non-implementation of AML norms, a penalty ranging from Rs 10,000 to 1 lakh can be imposed on the staff under PMLA Act, in addition to the disciplinary action by the department.
Sir, you have clearly explained us why post offices are insisting for the KYC documents. Money laundering can lead to economic instability, funding of terrorism, and loss of public trust in the financial system. AML compliance helps to mitigate this risk and maintain the integrity of financial system. Thereby, we all can join hands in strengthening the economy of our country and maintain peace in the nation. Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your valuable views with us on Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002 and its implementation in the Post Office.
Thank you very much.